Hello everyone, welcome back to Rachel Pichler Yoga, and thank you so much for being here today, because if you were watching this and you're sitting on your yoga mat, that means you've done yoga for an entire month, and an entire month of yoga with me. So that is pretty exciting for both of us, I'm sure. I'm so proud of you for making it this far, and we are just going to finish off with a nice gentle yoga flow. It's going to be great. You can take what you've learned throughout the last few weeks and just move your body, feel your breath, and enjoy yourself. So find a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So finding a nice, comfy seated position, we're going to start off today again by just finding our breath. Sitting a little bit longer, so similar to yesterday. And with that being said, I want you nice and comfy. So if you do need anything under the hips, cushion, block, anything at all to take some pressure out of the low back, out of the hips, feel free to sit on something. And then I just want you to close your eyes when you're feeling ready to do so. We're going to take a nice big inhale and really sit up tall. Exhale out your mouth. Inhale. And exhale. Let it go. Take one more nice big breath in. And big breath out. So continuing to breathe however feels good. If you need to move your body around a little bit or itch your nose one last time, do that. I want you to put all of those little urges to fidget, to move the body at all to the side. And we're going to find some stillness throughout the body. So one of the hardest things to do is to sit nice and still. And as you become ready to find your center, to sit up a little bit taller once you are settled. Oftentimes we start to slouch a little bit when we start to sit still, but let's keep that nice long spine. Breathing however feels good. And then I just want you to notice your body. Scan your body. Letting the shoulders relax away from the ears. Keeping your jaw nice and soft, so maybe opening the mouth a little bit. And again, if you're still moving a little bit, what happens when you come back? You find your center where you're nice and balanced. And you just start to let the hands stay still. Allowing yourself just completely to surrender. And if you're really concentrating on staying still, that's fine. That's all good. I find when I concentrate on being still throughout my body, I actually stop thinking about everything else. And that's okay too. And if you're able to just feel the breath here. And we're going to stay just a little while longer. But I want you just to grow a little taller if you started to slouch and relax. Check in with the jaw, make sure you're not clenching the teeth together. And then just keeping your fingers, your hands nice and still on the knees or maybe in your lap. They're usually the first things to move. And then one last chance just to notice if your mind is wandering off. And absolutely no judgment if it is. But see what happens when you just bring it back to the breath. Set those thoughts aside for another moment. So if you are feeling so good sitting nice and still, you could stay a little longer. But if you're like, oh yes, I've made it, we're going to start to move. You can start to move. But just let the upper body just kind of sway side to side. A nice, just small, gentle movement if you're going to start to move. You can keep your eyes nice and closed. Maybe start to move the head and the neck a little bit. Awesome work, you guys. So that might have felt like a really long time, and that might have gone by really fast. And to be honest, I have no idea how long we were sitting there. I could look at my watch, but I don't really want to. So if your eyes are still closed, you can start to open them up and just kind of moving the upper body a little bit more. We are going to be moving onto our hands and our knees, and we'll be meeting in child's pose. So whenever you feel ready to stop swaying side to side, you can bring your hands to the floor in front and just come forwards onto the knees and then slide your knees out nice and wide. You can bring your big toes together, sending the hips back towards the heels and lowering the forehead, lowering the chest all the way down to the mat. And then settling in here for, again, just a few moments. Maybe you can dive back into your meditation. You're just finding stillness, finding your breath. Or maybe you're really feeling this through the hips or the lower body, or really anywhere throughout the body. And you need to move a little bit. But just closing your eyes wherever you happen to be. And then I want you to take just one more nice full breath. An inhale and an exhale. And then using an inhale, we're going to start to lift up. Bring the hands in under the shoulders. Slide your knees in under your hips. And we'll tuck our toes under and find our way into downward facing dog. So taking a few breaths here. Once again, maybe you can completely tune in to your breath. You can be still if you want to be still. You can close your eyes, or you can take your dog for a little walk and move in any way that feels right. But just let your head be heavy. Maybe start to wake up the core a little bit. And just feel the length through your arms, all the way up through the spine to the hips, and then down through the legs. And then with your next inhale, we're going to start to look forwards. Exhale, walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale to fold. One more. Inhale, halfway. Lift the chest, slightly gazing forwards. Your hands can find your shins. Exhale, drop it down. Plant your hands. We're going to take the left foot and step it all the way back. Step that foot back, walk that foot back. Get it nice and far though, so that you can lower that back knee and sink into those hips. Finding a lunge. So you can keep the hands down, or you could start to lift the chest if you want to reach up. Reach all the way up. Sink into those hips. Feel that nice stretch through that left hip flexor. Let's take another inhale if you're reaching up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Everybody take an inhale. Maybe you can look forwards. Exhale, bring your back foot to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. We're going 3 times here. So I want you to stick your butt out. Feel a nice stretch to the back of your legs. Lift that chest. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, half lift again. Find that hamstring stretch. Going for a nice flat back. So almost like you're arching your back a little bit. Take another inhale. Exhale, fold forward. One more. Inhale, half lift. Find that nice long spine. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands down. Take your right foot and step it all the way back. Lower your knee down, nice and slow. Sink into those hips. And if you want to reach up, use an inhale. Find your crescent lunge. Relax those shoulders. Breathe wherever you are. We'll stay for one more breath if you're reaching up. Exhale to bring the hands down. Inhale, look forward if you can. Exhale, bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Again, 3 half lifts. Inhale, lift halfway. Stick your butt out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, folding forward. One more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Step all the way back into downward facing dog. So we're going to walk our feet together here. And you're just going to take your right foot and cross it behind that left ankle. So you doesn't have to touch it. It's just kind of crossing behind. And then I want you to think about bringing the left heel towards the floor. Just getting a little extra stretch through that left calf. So a little different 3-legged dog. So you can stay here with that right foot crossing behind that left ankle. Or maybe you want to inhale that left foot all the way up. 3-legged dog. Let your head be heavy. Wake up the core. Feel that nice stretch to the back of that left leg. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale. Lower the right foot next to the left one. If you need a break, you can definitely come onto your knees, child's pose, whatever you need. Maybe even come off the wrists and come to the forearms. But we're going to switch sides. That left foot, just going to cross right behind that right ankle. Encouraging the right heel towards the mat. Don't worry if it doesn't touch. It's just a little micro movement to get a little extra stretch through that calf. Then you can stay here, or maybe you want to inhale the left foot up for 3-legged dog. Breathe. Awesome, you guys. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lower that left foot down. Keep your feet together. We're going to keep our knees together and lower them all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes, push the hips back towards the heels, and take child's pose. You might want to bring your arms to your sides and flip your palms to face up. Taking this time just to slow down your breath. Give those wrists a nice break if you need to do some wrist circles or a little wrist massage. Now is a good time. But let's just close the eyes. Maybe jumping back into Finding some stillness for a few breaths. Awesome work, you guys. So stay here a little longer if you'd like. Or you can start to bring the hands back in front. Spread the fingers wide. We'll tuck the toes under and lift up into downward facing dog. With an inhale, start to look forwards. Exhale, walk or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold forwards. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach up, look up. Exhale your hands through heart center down to your sides. We're going to take that left foot or right foot maybe, but find a nice wide stance on your mat. So we're going to bring the hands to the hips to start, and we're just going to bend our right knee. So your toes can point out to the sides a little bit. We're going to come into a side lunge. Bending that right knee and keeping the left leg straight. You might be staying here. You might even be reaching the arms up. Let's keep the chest nice and proud. Or you might try to bring the hands all the way down to the floor, almost like you want to sit down. But we're going to keep that left leg out straight, bending that right knee. And if you really want to go for maybe working on your balance today, what happens when you take some of that weight out of the fingertips? Let's keep the chest proud wherever you happen to be. Nice. Awesome, you guys. So we're going to switch sides. No matter how much you were bending that right knee, just start to straighten it. Come all the way back up and let's switch. So bend the left knee. Maybe you're staying here. Maybe you're coming all the way down. Take your time. Move slow. Be nice to that knee. It might crack on you. And that right leg can stay straight. Maybe lifting up to work on your balance. Awesome, you guys. Wherever you want to be, take another breath. And then your hands can come back down, or maybe you can stand all the way back up without using your hands at all. And then we'll step back to the top of the mat. Feet together or hip width apart, but roll the shoulders back and down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet all the way back into downward facing dog. We've got just one more inhale here. And as you exhale, start to bring your knees all the way down to the mat. Cross your ankles and have a seat. Awesome, you guys. All right, we're going to take that right leg out long and cross the left leg over top. So if you can rest your foot on top of your quad, give it a try. If that does not work for you, you can bring your foot to your inner thigh. If your foot is on the inner thigh, you might want to fold forward, but if your foot is on top of your leg, we're actually going to bend that bottom leg and just encourage that left leg and shin a little closer towards the chest. So you can bring your hands behind you for some support, or maybe you want to hug your legs a little tighter, but feeling this all through that left leg. Awesome, you guys. Just feel whatever stretch your body's getting right now. And if you did bend that bottom leg, we can start to straighten it out long again. You can take your foot off. We'll let the left leg go out and cross the right foot over top. Or just bring your foot to your inner thigh and you can fold forwards instead. But if your foot is on top, maybe you're good here. Maybe you want to bend that bottom leg in. And you can really bring that foot and hip as close together as feels right. This feels good. Nice work, you guys. So I'm always trying to come up with fun and exciting ways to transition onto our backs. Always to, I'd rather not just say, find your way onto your back, but always an option, of course. So if you want to come with me for a little fun way of rolling back onto your back, we will start with bringing the feet together, butterfly, the knees out nice and wide. And then we're going to start to reach for the feet. So we got to roll back onto our back. You do not have to hang onto your feet the whole way down. But if you want to give it a try, you might want to start by just lifting the feet into the air. Again, still getting a stretch through the hips while we're here. You don't have to move crazy fast. No rush to get all the way down onto your back. But very gracefully, let's see how it goes. Maybe you can roll. Woo, and hang onto your feet the whole time. So if you're able to grab the feet, if you don't have them right now, we're going to stay with this butterfly, the feet together and the knees out wide. And you're just going to hug the knees a little closer to get into those hips a little bit more. You might even want to rock your body, your lower body, side to side a little bit if that feels good. But find a butterfly, a floating butterfly. And then you can stay here hanging onto the feet with the knees out wide, or you could start to separate those feet and maybe stacking the ankles right over top of the knees for happy baby. Awesome work, you guys. If you have your feet out wide, just start to bring them back together, and we're going to bring the knees together as well. Just doing a little rock from side to side to massage the low back. And then you can reach your arms out to your sides, and our knees can fall over to the left for our twist. Just trying to keep the shoulders down nice and heavy. I'll take just a few more breaths on this side. Some of you probably don't want me to talk right now, but I just want to thank you guys once again for showing up every day this month and practicing yoga, doing something so great for yourself, giving yourself so much personal me time this month, and maybe you've created a habit, a new habit, and you can stick with it. I won't be doing classes every single day in February, but come back Monday and I'll have some new stuff ready for you. So we're going to bring our knees back up. Lift the knees, switch sides when you're ready, twisting the opposite way. Keep those shoulders down. Ooh. And yeah, you guys, I would love to know your feedback, your thoughts on this past month, and if you'd be excited to do it again sometime soon, because I had an awesome time and I love creating new content for you guys. So if you have any requests or ideas, shoot them my way. And yeah, just thank you so much for being here. I really love you guys, and you are the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. So thank you. I'm gonna be quiet now. Time to wind down one last time. So we use an inhale to bring the knees all the way back up. Bring the hips all the way down. You can start to extend your legs out nice and long. And just place your right hand on your belly button, your left hand on your heart. Close your eyes, take a nice big inhale and exhale. Just once again, letting the body be still. Just feeling your breath. And staying here in Shavasana for as long as you are able to do so today. But until we meet again, have a great day. And namaste.